everybody, how's everyone doing today? Hope everyone's doing well. We are at our last recipe for Italian week. It's our breakfast. We're gonna make biscotti. Alright, so we're gonna start. Actually, got 2 cups of flour. We gotta get what we gotta pour into the big thing later. It's got our 2 cups of flour. We're gonna add in half a teaspoon of salt. That in there. Alright. And then a teaspoon of baking powder. So these will be our dry ingredients. We just want that prepped for when we add them in to all our wet ingredients later. Alright. Just going to kind of lightly stir them together. And then set them to the side until we need them. So that's good. Alright. So now we're going to focus our attention on this. With a little boost. Yeah, kind of boost. There we go. It's got 4 tablespoons of butter. That's half a stick. Cut into 4 pieces, so cut into a tablespoon a piece. And you were not supposed to get it room temperature. It had to stay cold. We're adding in 3/4 cups of sugar. We're going to simmer it. So this is a little longer because it's cold. But that is what it's. In the meantime, we've got our oven preheating to 360. But yeah. So this should be good. Goes well with coffee, obviously, or tea if you are not a coffee drinker. Or you can just eat it on your own. We are going to be making, I guess I should clarify, almond biscotti. There are different recipes, obviously, but almond seems like a good one. Especially because we have some almonds left and we have almond extract already. So that's what we will have. So we're just letting that get to it. But it does matter to follow what it says to do with the butter, because if it's supposed to be room temperature, it's going to do something a little differently versus cold versus melted. So since it's nice to do it cold, we are doing it cold and creaming it that way. It just changes the texture of the oil and can change how it bakes, which is important. You can see it is creamy now. That is important. That's what we want. It's taking a little longer than it normally would if we were doing it with room temp, but we're going to let it decoat. Alright. So we kind of a little feel test. So yeah, that's feeling good. Look at our eggs. We're going to do 2 eggs. Do them one at a time. That mix well. Alright, I'm going to add egg number 2. And speed as we try. Alright, now we're going to add our extracts in before we do our dry. So we're doing a full teaspoon of almond extract. Remember to recap those extracts right away. They can smell. And while they do smell fragrant, it can be a little overpowering, you know. And that is good. That sends us through the vanilla. But just a little, not a ton. Wipe it on up. Alright. Oh, that almond smells so nice and fragrant. Squeeze down our sides. And not as bad now as it will be when we get the dry in there, but just wanted to make sure. And now I'm going to start gradually adding in our dry ingredients. Now, get that mixed and then add more. Always try to and do this. Let's see it again. Oops, sorry. For new subscribers, I know some of you did before the Zapoli video, but I already filmed that. So yeah, here for the new viewers and the new subscribers. More and more like to do this. That's good. All together. Alright. Okay. The next one's here. Just to make sure everything got in there. Sorry guys, I keep knocking on it. I keep stopping this where it's just in my way. Sometimes I let go, and sometimes I do this. Alright, we've got all that down. We're going to add our final thing. Got some chopped almonds. You can add up to a cup before it starts being too much for the dough. Ours is probably closer to half a cup because that's what I have. And what I recommend doing, what I did, I don't know if you can tell, we roasted them in the oven for about 8 minutes total. You preheat the oven to 350, you put them on a baking sheet for about 4 minutes, kind of shake them around, another 4 minutes, and then chopped them up. Just gives them a really rich flavor and aroma. So something nice to add. We've got them however. So this is our dough. And you have to transfer it to do the first step of baking. It's actually baked twice. That's kind of where you get the joke of it being like a butter cookie, because people bake it too long on one of the steps. So our goal is to not do that, because that would not be good, would not taste good. Alrighty, just gonna get it off there, and then we get the steps. I'm gonna pause you guys for a couple minutes. We'll be back. Alright, so on our lined pan, we did this to get new cooking sheets at some point. Just a little grease to help them. I'm supposed to do kind of half and half into logs, and do one together. I'll do the other one, and then we'll put them in the oven. So it's supposed to kind of flatten it into kind of a long shape with your fingers. So they're cleaned. Oh, they were washed. Now they can get a little bit more, maybe about half. Okay. So I'm supposed to do this. Get it kind of flat and even. Alright. So then we're going to bake them. I'll have to check, but I believe it is 20 or 30 minutes. Double check after I get the next one done. Alright, so I'm going to do pretty even logs of dough. We're going to bake them at 20 to 25 minutes. We're going to start at the 20 and check them. We'll be back later. Alright, so then in there we wound up doing 22 minutes. So the 20 to 25, just depending. We have to let them cool for 30 minutes, and then we will slice them up and do the second round of cooking, which is the final round of cooking for our biscotti. But look, can you smell how delicious they are through the screen? Are you able? Because they smell really, really good. All right, back later. All right, we are back. They have cooled for their 30 minutes. We're going to slice them and then put them on the cookie sheet again. Traded out our aluminum foil. Oven is back to being preheated to 350. I'm actually just going to give myself some range. Alright, so you don't want to saw through it. So you want a knife that can go all the way down with ease. So you just press it down like that. Pressing them down. It's a nice clean stroke. Same with this one. Move this one out of our way. Just better leverage. So that's what you want to do. Alright, now we're going to put them on the baking sheet again on their sides. Obviously the ends will go that way. Just going to do like that, and then we're going to bake them about 12 to 16 more minutes, kind of depending on how crispy versus not, and we don't have to worry about them expanding any at this point. They can go a little closer than you would do other cookies. So, see how many I can get on here, and then I might move some in the center. They smell really good. I'm excited to try them when they are completely done. Yeah. Just gonna give a little bit of space, a little less crowded. Oh, better. Okay. Now we're going to put them back in our oven. It's preheated again to 350. And we're going to start at the 12-minute mark and just see how they're looking to us then. If we want to add more time, we will. Great. These are done. Looking great. Just as crispy. We went a little on the softer side than the super crispy. If you're doing that, you want to cook them for a couple more minutes than we did. But we stuck with the 12. All right, guys. Let's get them out so they can cool. Buen appetito. See y'all next week.